Attitude remain, but shorty bad as hell. I'm addicted to the vibes, I love the way she smells. Real independent, so I gotta treat her well.
What's up, YouTube? We're back again with another video. As you already know, it's your girl Jamie.
And it's your BOY Dre.
And today's topic, as you can tell by the title of this video, is going to be about long distance / how to survive college / not being together relationship. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what we're gonna call it yet.
A long distance relationship / college.
Literally. So I guess let me give you guys a little background of why we were long distance. A lot of people maybe not know that we were long distance for a while. So Dre and I have been together for 6 years. This year makes 6 years. Long time. Well, May makes 6 years. We're not 6 years yet. So
springtime.
Yeah. So out of those 6 years, we were long distance for 3 years because I was in school and we live in New York and my school was in Connecticut, which is about 3 hours away. So we went to seeing each other a few times a week, to seeing each other like once a few times a month, like a few months of the year. So you know when you go to school, it's like you're away from like September till November, then you come back and then you're away again from like February to like March, like whatever, like it's a lot.
Or I will have to go up to Connecticut. And
it would be hard because, he has work, he has other things to do, so it's just come travel, or sometimes it'll just be annoying. So, I guess one thing we can start off by saying is, what do you think was the hardest thing of the relationship, being long distance?
Like we were saying before when we was talking about our relationship before, honestly, I don't know how this even happened. I never seen myself dating someone going away to college, but I mean, we started dating when she was in 11th grade, and I just got out of high school, and she went away to college, and it was like everyone around me, I'm pretty sure everyone been told before that no one goes away to college and their relationships stay. I'm pretty sure everyone.
Let's just take a moment.
Let's take a toast to that one.
I think 100%. I think the hardest part for us was, and don't like counteract me when I say it, was really just like all in all just a trust thing. And I just really feel like it's because when I went away to school, Dre and I were only running off of a 1-year relationship. Literally. We were together for only about 18 months around that time. We wasn't even at 2 years yet. And I was already 3 hours away in school. So I feel like, and every relationship has their differences, problems, whatever. So I just feel like based on our current nature of the relationship, I feel like trust was just like an issue. I don't know who had the trust issue on their part more. I don't know if it was Dre because I was going away or that, but I honestly personally feel like it was probably Dre that had more of a trust issue with me than I did with him, because I felt like, I didn't really need to have much trust issues with him because I was leaving him at home. Like I know everybody that he hangs out with. It's like, it's different. Like, it wasn't really nothing like, of course, not saying that doesn't mean that he couldn't have been doing anything, but it's just like, I already kind of knew your environment that you were going to be in. I feel like for him, which I understand, which a lot of people can probably feel the same way, is like, I was going to a completely new environment with a bunch of other college niggas, a whole bunch of other bitches that I'm about to be friends with, going to a whole bunch of different parties, probably not talking to you every day. So I 100% get it, because things like that, and then you're in a new relationship.
Man, it's like, I don't know where to start. It's not that I had trust issues. It's because at first, like, to keep it all the way a stack, like, I didn't even really think like something like this would actually last. I think
I don't think anybody really thought it was gonna last. I thought a lot of people, even at home, was just like,
I have friends and people who didn't think this was possible, but
it's possible.
I think that also helped. I don't know,
and I think that's why I really wanted to make this. We wanted to make this video too, because there's other people out there that's probably having the same issue.
Yeah, it is definitely possible. She
definitely
did. I mean, that's another part of the story. She did. She finished She did 3 years instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that also helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that helped a lot.
And I'm still in school now, but now I'm working on a different degree, so it's just like.
So,
but I'm home, so it's different.
Yeah, so for that to happen, that helped. An extra year not being in school, that helped a lot. But talking to her on FaceTime every day helped. And her being in Connecticut was definitely a challenge. But I didn't have much to worry about, because I feel like if you have things in your head, it's going to drive you crazy and it's going to drive your insecurity. So I try to keep a lot of stuff out of my head. People will call it naive or whatever, or want to be stupid. But I just try to keep that shit out of my head and believe in the person that I'm in a relationship with. So I didn't really worry about much other than try to keep on the schedule of the communication we had. You know what I mean? I knew her schedule from the classes she was going to have when in the free time.
So think about like trying to make your friends happy, trying to maintain school grades, because you got to have certain grades, trying to maintain the fact that I'm trying to graduate early, and then trying to make your boyfriend happy. And then trying to still communicate. Right, but to say, and still try to communicate with my mom and dad every day. Like, honestly, it was just really a lot. And I feel like, you know, when you don't really have people around you that really understand what's going around.
Queen right here.
Stop. Don't make me blush. But
it was definitely lit. It gave us some times away from each other to grow.
Definitely.
It gave us, it helped our the long distance thing kind of helped our relationship.
Yeah. It made things like exciting too, because when we used to see each other, you used to be like, oh my God, like I haven't seen you in so long, rather than seeing each other every day. It's like,
taking my time for ourselves, and when we get together, it's like we're not annoyed of each other. I mean, sometimes she could be annoying.
No, you're
annoying, but like,
you're fucking annoying.
You know what I mean? I think it helped de-stress, and I think a lot of things with young relationship, I feel like we don't take time to de-stress ourselves from each other, reality, even whatever is going on in our own world. And I think her being away from school helped us to learn how to give each other space, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, like, we're two people that really value alone time. Like, I like to be alone. And it's like, sometimes we know, like, sometimes I get in a mood to, like, I just don't even really want to be bothered. I don't want to be on the phone. I don't want to be around you. I just want to kind of just be in my room, in my bed, playing Sims. Yes, that's my thing. Like, I like to just do that. And I just like to just be in my own little bubble. And Andre understands that, because sometimes he's in that mood where he just wants to just, he might want me to just, my presence to just be on the phone, not even really saying anything, but he just wants to, just to know that my presence is there.
Yeah, we just learn that each other's personality.
Literally.
We know each other. So it's like, it's cool.
Right. I don't want us to sit here and make it seem like our relationship was just so cookie cutter.
Oh, hell no.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, we had a really toxic fucking relationship.
You want to say toxic?
Yes.
I don't like this conversation of what we go about in the school, because I feel like it's a two different way thing.
Andre, that's another story. Literally, we had long story short, to cut it short, our relationship in school was very much toxic. All these little funny things that's going on social. Listen, Andre, we're not gonna do that. That's not the problem. For real, like, you're doing the most right now, and it's not because of anybody. It's just a fucking toxic relationship. Apologize.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like, fuck. Anyways, like I was trying to say, like, yeah. All jokes aside, like, our relationship was just really a toxic relationship, and you know, all these things, these jokes that go around on social media right now, like, oh, I'm toxic. Oh, this is my toxic trait. Like, them shits is really not funny, because people really do be going through toxic situations. And our situation was honestly toxic. And anybody that was my roommate, anybody that was my friend would fucking know that my shit was toxic. I had people that lived upstairs from me in my apartment that would know when I'm arguing with my boyfriend. And that's honestly because I used to be in my room 3:00 in the morning sometimes when I have class the next day, arguing, screaming, crying, doing everything on the fucking phone, arguing with this man because... Stop, my head hurts. You fucking on my braids.
I'm just sorry.
Because, like, and I don't think sometimes that he really understood what he was putting me through when it came to things like that. Look, Andre, you're not going to do this. I don't think he really understood what he was putting me through sometimes, because, like, all that extra shit and the added stress is not good for school, and it's not good for just me being away. Because imagine you putting stress on your significant other that's away, that's trying to do everything that they can do to keep you happy and then also fulfill their needs in their life. And it's like, you over here giving them a hard time. And it's like, we arguing about petty shit, and it's just like, come on, like, you really want to argue about petty shit today? Like, come on. Like, I just had a long ass day, had a long ass 5-hour worth of classes, and then had to do this project, had to write this paper. I don't want to be doing this right now. You're supposed to be my peace and you be in my help. Like, I don't, like, for real. But to be honest, it was worth it. And I feel like, honestly, after I graduated and we were able to be at home together and see each other more times for the week and actually have arguments in person now, I feel like it made our relationships, like, I feel like our relationship now is better than it's ever been.
Facts.
We still argue.
I mean, I think since you came home, we probably argued about 2 to 3 times.
You're such a liar. We literally argued last week.
Yeah, that was the 3rd time. Or the
Yo, that is such a liar.
With this long distance relationship, is there any tips you think we should give people?
I think my number 1 tip would be to always allot out time to your significant other. Whether it may be like a simple FaceTime call or a quick little pop up to their location or whatever. Like, I just feel like you always have to try to still put in time for that person. Communication, let them know what you're doing. Like, not as a control thing, but it's like, you would never see me going out with my friends at school and I'm not telling him. Not just because
I think that's the problem with, like, young relationship, though. Or probably relationship, period. I think people have that controlling factor, thinking it's controlling. No, it's communication.
I mean, and some things are controlling. Some things are controlling.
It's controlling
because I don't feel like you need to know your partner's like every single fucking move. I don't need to know when you're going to the bathroom.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's controlling when you guys are not vibrating on the same thing. Because me telling you, you know what I mean, what I'm doing, or you telling me what you're doing, or you wanted to share your location while you were in college. But people,
safety precautions.
People would say, "Oh, that's toxic. You're watching your girl. You don't trust."
Well,
no,
look, at the end of the day, I feel like you can't make other people's opinions affect your relationship.
Exactly. I mean,
everybody's relationship has their own way of working. Regardless, there's some relationships where people be cheating on each other every fucking day, and they both fucking know they cheating on each other. If it worked for them, it worked for them. They have an open relationship. Right. There's people that literally have to know the other person's move, and none of them, it doesn't bother them, so that's what they do. There's some people that literally, they like, people do different things in their relationship, and honestly, it's what works for you.
I never asked for your location. You just send it to me.
I'll just give it to you. I used to share it with you, indefinitely.
You know what I mean? If I'm going out with my friend. Yeah, my tips from being on the opposite end of the relationship, the one to be home and she's being at school, I just think, like I said, it's just the mental space. Because like I said, I've seen a lot of people go through it. A lot of the cause of the demise of their relationship was their mental space. They couldn't trust their significant other. Just try to stay transparent with your significant other. Try to communicate. Try to be truthful. Don't try to think the person is trying to control you if they ask you a question of what's going on, because you're not with them, you know what I mean? Like, most of the time we won't be with each other in physical space within like 3 to 2 months, like 2 to 3 months. That is crazy, guys. Like, if I don't go to her school, or she don't get like a Christmas break or a spring break or a summer break.
Yeah, and I wasn't the type of kid that, I wasn't the type of one that used to come home every weekend.
Yeah, it was like,
I know people that used to just go home every weekend for no reason. That wasn't me. I was not really trying to come home. Like, I wanted to just stay at school.
Because it's like, yeah, we live in New York, and Connecticut from New York is not that far, but we live in Long Island, New York. If anybody knows the difference, it's like, come on, man, that's an extra hour of commute just off the rip.
Right. And don't listen to what other people have to say about your relationship, because if I did, me and Drake probably wouldn't even fucking be together today. Like, you know how many people at school, like, would probably be like, oh, you really think your boyfriend is at home being faithful, like, whatever. You know how many people was probably out here probably could have been telling Dre, like, oh, you know, do you think your girlfriend is at school being faithful?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean about,
and like things like that.
Mental straight,
and then things like that, to be honest, I just feel like that's just like like, what do you mean, do I think that? Like, we had this conversation. Like, if your relationship is fine, and if you feel like, if you know, whatever you know, like, my thing is just, you never will know what anybody else is doing. That's one thing you never know. Like, you're never going to really 100% know. That's what the trust comes in. You're going to just trust the fact to hope that this person does not do this to you or whatever. Because a lot of times you can be vouching for somebody and then they out there still making you look dumb. So it's just like, whatever. But I just feel like, you know, in situations like that, like, if you know what your situation is, keep it as that until proven otherwise.
Yeah, and it's the same with me. Like, obviously, wasn't living in Connecticut for 3 years. Obviously, I don't know everything that was going on in Connecticut for 3 years because I'm not spending the 24 hours with her. And truth to be told is, like, even when we live together and all that, we're not gonna spend a whole 24 with each other because we are individual who do stuff. We work, she's in school, she work, we do stuff. So if we're insecure in our relationship of constantly worrying about what the next person is doing to her, the relationship is just gonna crumble. So the best thing to do is honestly just try to communicate, express your love to this person, show your love to this person, give this person your loyalty, and hope to receive the same thing, man. Because like I said, 6 years moving strong and 3 years of her being away in Connecticut, she couldn't call this, I couldn't call this, but you know, because of love, belief, and faith, we are here together.
6 years is a long motherfucking time.
And 3 years in college. And must I tell you, the first 3 years was the beginning. Like, you really think about that?
I do. That's why I said it.
Think about that. Be cool.
Well, that's really about all we had to say about this today. So I hope you guys, babe, I'm tired of telling you.
I'm sorry.
My scalp.
I'm sorry.
Just let us know in the comments if you guys have had similar situations, if you're about to go through the same situation, or just your thoughts and comments on ours. And we're really going to be interested in reading you guys' comments and wondering, you know, who else out there is like us.
Yeah, and we open to take advice. Open to give advice as well.
And take advice. Yeah, exactly. Literally.
And take advice.
Because our relationship is still growing and we still have lots to learn.
Yeah, we're far from perfect, guys. We
Like,
want to
at
let
all.
you guys know that we're far from perfect. See, my wine is done. Jamie, she still got hers.
Listen, I'm on a diet. I'm not even supposed to be drinking
She
this.
is-
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Peace.
Hey, that probably take her.
All that attitude. Yeah, let's let it go in this one.
Damn, Kai, you go crazy.
Attitude remain, but shorty bad as hell. I'm addicted to the vibes. I love the way she smells. Real independent, so I gotta treat her.